Happening now, Chautauqua County's newest fire battalion chief is breaking through barriers. We'll tell you how. Plus, how the two candidates for president clashed in last night's debate. Local reaction next.
And it has been a wet morning out there today, and that is going to continue through the afternoon. I've got the details next. The news at noon starts now.
Live and on demand, this is WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us for WNY News Now. I'm Justin Gould. Chautauqua County's newest fire battalion chief is breaking through the glass ceiling. Marcia Holland, a Westfield firefighter and emergency medical technician for over 20 years, took over as the county's 2nd Battalion Deputy Fire Coordinator, the first woman to serve in that position. Holland will oversee departments in Brockton, Chautauqua, DeWittville, Findlay Lake, Hartfield, Mayville, Portland, Ripley, Sherman, and Westfield. She started the position with the Westfield Fire Department back in 1996 and served as 1st and 2nd Assistant Chief, Captain, and Lieutenant of the Rescue Squad. Additionally, Holland has held rank of Captain and Secretary for the hose company there and served as the department's secretary for more than 10 years. She was additionally the first female president of the Southwestern Association of Volunteer Firemen and is a nationally certified fire prevention and life safety educator. Well, after more than a year of circling one another, Republican President Donald Trump and Democratic challenger Joe Biden met on the debate stage in Ohio last night. The 74-year-old president and 77-year-old former vice president are similar in age, and they share a mutual dislike. But they differ starkly in style and in substance. Now, all of that was evident last night on the outset of the Cleveland stage. Karen Kafa is in Cleveland with the evening's highlights.
This first face-off was expected to be a fiery one. We had indications of that yesterday afternoon when the Biden campaign released the 2019 tax returns of Biden and Kamala Harris and their spouses as a way to goad President Trump after that New York Times report about his income taxes. And President Trump had hinted that he would bring up Biden's son Hunter during the debate. But even after all of it was said and done, it was still an unprecedented debate for American voters to see, particularly one involving an incumbent U.S. president. From climate change.
It's the dumbest, most ridiculous, where airplanes are out of business, where two-car systems are out, where they want to take out the cows.
To health care.
We're saying that Biden wanted to allow people to have private insurance still. They can. They do. They will under my proposal.
It's not what you said, but and it's not what your party has said.
That is simply
your party doesn't say it. Your party wants to go socialist.
It was hard to find the substance between all the crosstalk during Tuesday night's presidential debate. At times, the attacks were personal.
You're the worst president America has ever had.
And emotional.
I know Hunter. Hunter got thrown out of the military. He was thrown out, dishonorably discharged.
That's not true. My son, like a lot of people you know at home, had a drug problem. He's overtaken it. He's fixed it. He's worked on it. And I'm proud of him.
One of the most memorable exchanges when moderator Chris Wallace asked President Trump to denounce white supremacist groups.
I'm willing to do anything. I want to see peace.
Then do it, sir. Say it. Do it. Say it.
You want to call him? What do you want to call him? Give me a name. Give me a
white
name.
Supremacists and
white supremacists and right Proud Boys. Stand back and stand by. But I'll tell you what. Somebody's got to do something about Antifa and the left.
And after last night, these two candidates still have two more debates scheduled, the next in Miami on October 15th. As for today, Joe Biden is setting out on a train tour of Ohio and Pennsylvania, two key battleground states. President Trump holds a rally in Minnesota, another key electoral state, tonight. Live in Cleveland, I'm Karen Kafa. Now back to you.
All right, Karen, thank you. Meanwhile, Congressman Tom Reed is reacting to the debate between President Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden. Reed co-hosted a live Zoom conference this morning to discuss the importance of bipartisanship in Congress, especially as the COVID-19 pandemic continues. He says he watched the debate, and the Corning Republican explains that the debate wasn't in the best interest of our country as a whole.
What we do in the Problem Solvers Caucus is we recognize we're Americans first, and that we represent the people of the district, of the state, and of the country, and they are our priority. And so what we always do in the Problem Solvers Caucus, and we get into passionate disagreements. I mean, we have passionate debates about the issues, but we never make it personal. We never make it something where we lose respect for each other. And fundamentally, two of the things that we are committed to is we trust each other and we respect each other. And that is the kind of debate I think the American people are looking for out of Washington, D.C.
New Jersey Democrat Josh Gottheimer, a co-chair of the Problem Solvers Caucus with Reed, says that the debate was a disservice to the nation. Well, back here in Jamestown, leaders are asking for the community's help in finding locations and offering input on the construction of a mural honoring the local African-American community. Councilwoman at Large Tamu Graham-Reinhart tells us that Christopher Blaskas, a nationally known artist that lives here, reached out to local leaders offering his service to create a mural honoring the Black community. Graham-Reinhart says that the first mural would likely focus on African Americans. However, she wants other murals around town to highlight Jamestown's rich diversity of Swedish and Italian history, as well as other notable achievements over the decades.
I would like to see other segments of the community begin to become involved and say, I think it's really important that we put XYZ up or something like that, because Jamestown is a mixture of a lot of different cultures and ethnicities and ideas and technologies, and I'm hopeful that this is something that will energize us after a very rough year.
She says the mural should be something that brings the community together and makes people proud of where they live and the values that they share. Graham Reinhart explains that once leaders receive enough input and a location is determined, the mural's construction would likely take place in spring and be unveiled next summer. Those looking to offer their input or suggest a location are asked to contact the mayor's office. Well, we thank you for joining us here for WNY News Now as we make our way through the last week of September, and today is the last day of it, so enjoy it while it's here. Got to say hello to Lori. Good to see Joseph. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to Wendy. Happy Wednesday. Good to see Scott, Franks, Veronica, and Keith here as well. Hopefully everyone is having a great day out there. Let's now get a check of our first offense weather forecast. Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter is standing by with that. Hey, Dakota, happy Wednesday to you.
Happy Wednesday, Justin, and we are so close, of course, to the end of the month, and of course, tomorrow starts October. Can you believe this? I mean, the year is flying by, even though in some ways it really doesn't feel like it. Here's the radar over the past 5 hours, and what you see right here is lake effect rain. I scared you there for a second, didn't I? But yes, the lake has generated its own band of rain today, and that is in association with the cold front passage that came through the other day. So much cooler air is passing over the relatively warm waters of Lake Erie, so it is generating a lake effect rain response here. It's mainly moving to the northeast, so this is now going up into the Buffalo metro area. It has cleared the southern tier, but there's going to be some more rain showers later today. The DoubleTree camera is a shaking and a baking with this southwest wind at 24, and the wind gust currently at 29 miles per hour. 55 is our current temperature, and we have a wind chill of 50 degrees as of noon. Now, our temperatures around the region: 56 in Mayville, 60 in Fredonia, 60 also in Dunkirk, 55 Harbor Creek, 56 in Corey, and Randolph, you're checking in at 57 degrees. And the Lake Erie water temperature, 65 degrees now, so that's relatively warm compared to the cool air mass that passed over it. 58 was the high yesterday, 47 was the low this morning, and 89 and 29 are the record highs and lows for this date set at the Jamestown airport. So through the afternoon today, lake effect rain showers mainly to the north from the North County northward. Scattered showers elsewhere, maybe a few rumbles of thunder possible through the later afternoon hours. Quite breezy and cooler. 57 on the hills, 64 at the lake. Southwest wind 15 to 30. Some wind gusts 35 to 40 miles per hour. We'll keep the cool air going pretty much throughout much of this week. And how cool will it get? I'll tell you about it in detail in a few. Justin?
All right, Dakota, we're certainly looking forward to the info. Maybe not so much the answer, but thank you. Well, a town of Allegheny man is facing charges for allegedly driving his lawnmower while intoxicated. New York State Police say 52-year-old Robert Volgren was observed by troopers operating and riding a lawnmower on 5 Mile Road in Allegheny on Friday while exhibiting signs of intoxication. Now, police say he refused to perform standardized field sobriety tests at the scene, and then he was arrested and transported to the state police barracks, where troopers say he also refused to submit a chemical breath test. He is charged with driving while intoxicated and was released with an appearance ticket for Allegheny Town Court, where he's due to appear in court in November. Well, residents in Warren County, Pennsylvania will soon be asked to use 10-digit dialing for local telephone calls. The Pennsylvania Public Utility Commission reminds residents and businesses that the current 814 code, which includes Warren County, that the voluntary 10-digit dialing for local telephone calls starts this Saturday. The commission says that Saturday marks the next major step towards the arrival of the new overlay area code, which will be 582, which will eventually serve side by side with the 814 code. 582 will be assigned to new phone numbers once the 814 numbers are exhausted. The use of an overlay area code preserves existing phone numbers for residents and businesses in the region, while also ensuring that the supply of new numbers will be available after 814 combinations are no longer. The biggest adjustment for residents and businesses across the region is switching to this 10-digit dialing, where callers will now be required to dial the area code plus the 7-digit telephone numbers for all calls. Mandatory 10-digit dialing will begin this spring. Well, coming up next, New York State Governor Andrew Cuomo, he's reminding us about our state's mask law. And later, get your gum out. We'll tell you why, as WNY News Now continues.
With coverage that matters. This is WNY News Now.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Want weather now? Download the WNY News Now mobile app and stay up to date on severe weather alerts. Plus, anytime hazardous weather strikes, stick with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network that keeps you safe. You're all in a tornado warning, so now is the time to go to a safe place, small room, lowest floor, near the center, away from windows. What are you waiting for? Download the WNY News Now mobile app today. It's free in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
I'm a survivor.
I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. Testicular cancer is the leading form of cancer in men aged 15 to 35.
1 in 250 men will be diagnosed with testicular cancer.
But 98% will survive if detected early.
As a survivor, I believe early detection is the key. Learn how to do a testicular self-exam and other important facts about testicular cancer at oneball4tc.com.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
And welcome back to WNY News Now. During a COVID-19 update yesterday, New York State Governor Andrew Cuomo reminded residents that wearing a face covering when in public is not just a recommendation, but he says it's also law. If you remember, in April, the governor signed an executive order requiring all people here in the state to wear masks or face coverings while in public. Well, since then, many statewide have disputed the legal weight of his order. However, the governor says that directive carries the same weight as a law.
Mask wearing is a state law. It's a law. It's not, it would be nice if you could. I really think you should. Every health official says it's a good idea. It's a sign of respect. It's also a law, okay? So, yes, health officials say it. Yes, it's a sign of respect. Yes, it's good citizenship. It's also a law. I don't care what your political opinion is at one point. I don't care what your religious opinion is. Mask wearing is a law.
According to Cuomo, those caught violating the order could face a $1,000 fine. Businesses could also face additional penalties for violations on their property. Now, in addition to several executive orders during the pandemic, Governor Cuomo's emergency powers were also expanded. In March, state lawmakers passed a measure that broadens the definition of a disaster from a past occurrence or imminent threat to something that is impending. It also gives the governor power to issue directives necessary to cope with a broad list of potential disasters, including everything from a fire or a tornado to a cyber event or even a volcanic eruption. Well, right now, coronavirus case counts are surging in nearly half of the states across the nation. At least 10 are showing a rise in the percentage of people testing positive. And stimulus relief for Americans struggling during the pandemic is now back on the table. Well, can lawmakers in the White House actually come to an agreement this time? Melissa Rainey has the latest from D.C.
Hopefully we will come to a bipartisan agreement that will remove all doubt that the legislation will pass and be signed by the president.
House Democrats unveiling a new scaled-down stimulus relief bill with a price tag of $2.2 trillion, a number that's still too high for the White House and the GOP-controlled Senate.
They have a new offer on the table. We don't think the numbers are right. $2.2 trillion, which is a very big number.
This as cases surge amongst college-age people just as universities reopened. CDC researchers reporting it is likely that some of this increase is linked to resumption of in-person attendance at some colleges and universities.
There are areas of the country where we're starting to see the uptick in test positivity, which is generally a predictor that you're going to start seeing surges.
Now, at least 7 states are seeing all-time record highs in weekly averages for new cases. Hospitalizations have hit a record high in Missouri. Tennessee is extending a state of emergency through October, and Florida reporting its highest number of cases in 10 days. Tampa's International Airport is now the first in the country to offer 2 types of tests to all passengers.
We're going to build confidence on the part of the traveling public by giving them an opportunity to have a test done right here at the airport before they get on a flight.
I'm Melissa Rainey reporting.
Melissa, thank you. 2 new studies, including one by the CDC, show that coronavirus cases among people ages 18 to 22 surged in August and early September, just as colleges and universities got students back to campus. Well, this may not come as a big surprise. New research shows that Americans over the age of 30 have been drinking more alcohol compared to a year ago. The Rand Corporation surveyed a representative sample of more than 1,500 people ages 30 to 80 in 2019 and in 2020. Overall, drinking was up about 14%. That increase averages out to 1 more drinking per day for adults. The results were published in the journal JAMA Network Open. Researchers say it's important to watch for whether the increases in alcohol drinking continues over the pandemic and whether it will lead to physical and mental health consequences. Well, get smacking because today is National Chewing Gum Day. You can mark the day by buying a pack of your favorite gum, share a piece, and post it to social media using the hashtag Chewing Gum Day. Now, chewing gum goes back more than 5,000 years, and it's been used over the years for enjoyment, to deal with hunger, and as a breath refresher. Now, various early forms included tree bark tar, saplings, and even wax. Gum has come a long way since then. The first commercial chewing gum came out in 1848. It was by the State of Maine Pure Spruce Gum. A patent on chewing gum was filed in 1968. After today, if you can't wait to get a year, you can't wait a year for another gum-related day, guess what? Bubble Gum Day is the first day in February. Certainly a lot of fun, and we're even getting into it around here as Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter. He loves that Wrigley's gum, and he's just loading up on it right now. How many pieces have you eaten so far? Chewed?
I think I'm up to 4, so.
Oh my God. You gotta love chewing gum. You know, this is the one job.
Shall we go for 6?
Yeah, go for 6. What the hell? Go for 6. I love it. You know, are you gonna do weather like? Can you? This is like the one job where I don't think we could do it with gum. Like, you know, they say. Let's see. Can you?
Shall we do? Well, let's go to links 1. And just
There's no way. Let us know what you think about in the comments down below. Happy Chewing Gum Day, everybody. Good to see Sue. Good to see Anna, Chris, Joseph. My mom says blow a bubble.
I can't.
You can't? You're not a bubble blower?
I can't blow a bubble.
He's not a bubble blower. Good to see Carol, Lindsay, and Janet as well. Happy National Chewing Gum Day, everybody. I'm just waiting for you to spit it out. I mean, you're going to have to spit it out here.
Anyway, while I do that, let's take a look at links 1. And let's take a look at the pictures. Links 1. Control room. Links 1. Thank you.
They're too nice.
Anyway, how about these sunset pictures that came in over the weekend? Hey! Links 1. Graphics, please. Quickly, graphics. Anyway, what you're looking at is the sunset pictures that came in. Hey! Links 1, please.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay, there we go. There's links 1. And how about these sunset pictures that came in? This is from Ashley at the Dunkirk Pier. Oh my gosh. That is a fantastic picture. And we had even more of these. We had several of these that came in. Yes, my mouth is completely... I am not going to be able to eat lunch now because my mouth is like all... Yeah, because it's spearmint is what it is. It's that peppermint. It's spearmint is what it is. So now my mouth is like all... Woo! I am not going to be able to eat lunch probably for another couple hours. Unfortunately for me. Anyway, here's another shot of the sunset from David. He sent this in to us. And this is from Irving. Thanks to Sarah for sending this in. And again, the sunset was fantastic before the rain came in. And of course, if you have any pictures or videos of the weather, Facebook and Twitter is how you get it to us, and we will get them on the air. And this is something we've been talking about pretty much, well, to much of this month. We've only had 0.96 inches of rain, less than an inch of rain, since basically, the beginning of the month. We've had a little over 3/4 of an inch of rain. Actually, a quarter of an inch of rain. I think all that spearmint's frying my brain. But a little over a quarter of an inch of rain since yesterday, since last night when the rain started. And here's where we are right now. This front has actually moved its way out to the east. And actually what we're seeing is the development of some lake effect rain. I scared you there for a second when I said lake effect, but it is actually rain. The cooler air has came across Lake Erie and has created, I'm not Craig McFadden. All right, let's try to pick up here. So the radar first events top. Oh my gosh, they're putting up the wrong supers. I don't know what's going on here. I can't
get over the gum.
Anyway, I am Dakota Hunter, for those that don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Craig's a nice guy, but I am not Craig McFadden.
I just can't get over the gum.
Yeah, there we go. That's the right super. Thank you very much. Anyway, this is the lake effect rain. It's now impacting the Buffalo metro area and has scooted its way northward. Future Scan shows you that. It is further up to the north. Now watch Future Scan develop another lake effect rain band that's going to develop tonight, and that'll linger throughout the morning hours tomorrow. So tomorrow I do think of more scattered rain activity with the lake effect band setting up. You can see the band setting up here, and it's going to be jogging north and south. So it's not going to be steady rain in one location, but the rain will become I think a little bit more scattered as we go through the day tomorrow. And the fall pattern is locked in here. Temperatures over the next 5 days, we're hanging out in the 50s. So if you like the fall air, congratulations. If you don't, I'm sorry. And something we mentioned yesterday, we have had snow in October before. The snowiest October was in 1926. I was not doing the weather at that time. Justin was doing the news. I was not doing the weather. And will we see snow in October? I guess we'll find out. How about the future? Next 7 days right now, 56 tomorrow. And again, there'll be a chance for those lake effect rain showers as we kick off October. Friday starts this cool down here of temperatures going back into the lower 50s. And we should squeeze out a mainly dry day Saturday and just a few showers Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. But by next Tuesday, we should be back into the lower 60s. Justin?
All right, Dakota, thank you. I just can't get over it. You're such a good sport.
Well,
thanks for...
They try to embarrass the weather people. That's.
It is what it is.
That's.
We all have our time. And this is great. Our producer is good. Mm-hmm. We go from gum to beer.
Oh boy.
I hope we have samples. We'll be right back.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
There's an old saying, there's no news in the newsroom. Well, it's true. The time I spend at the anchor desk is just part of my day. Most of our time is spent gathering stories in the community, stories that matter to you. We can't do it alone, and we need your help. When you see breaking news or have a news tip we should know about, drop us a line on Facebook today, email our news desk, or call our newsroom at 488-7226 so we can bring those stories straight back to you.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
Move over.
When you see signs,
lights,
vests,
please give us some room.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over. When you need help,
it's our job
to help you.
To save you.
Despite the danger.
This danger is real. Do your part.
Please.
Slow down. Slow down. And move over.
Move over.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Not tomorrow, but right now on the WNY News Now mobile app. Follow local news as it happens.
The mother of a special education student at Maple Grove High School is speaking out.
And stay informed with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network.
And Lake Erie is covered in less than 1% of ice as this winter season has entered its peak.
Download the WNY News Now app right now. It's free on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
And we go from gum to beer. Yuengling and Hershey's are once again joining their forces to make chocolate porter. But for the first time, fans can enjoy this beer in bottles from their own home. Two iconic Pennsylvania brands released a draft version of the beer this last year. Now, this specialty brewed beer blends Yuengling's dark porter with Hershey's chocolate, caramel, and malts for a smooth finish. It's available in bottles and drafts in 22 states while supplies last. Fans can go to Yuengling.com to find a retailer near them. And let me tell you, it is delicious. I'm kind of disappointed that we don't have any samples here, Dakota.
You've actually tried it?
I have. I'm a big Yuengling fan, and I know a lot of people say it's really thick. I like it because you don't have to drink that much to enjoy the taste. You know, some beers you have to drink a lot in order to enjoy the taste. But I like Yuengling, and it's pretty good. It's a good. I'm not that healthy for you because it's beer and chocolate, two things that my doctor says I should not do. Sorry.
I don't like beer, so I probably won't drink it.
I'm just disappointed there's no samples. It is what it is.
Would you like gum?
Yeah, throw it my way. That's Yeah, here. No, seriously, go ahead.
I don't want to do it because I'll break something if I throw it, but yeah.
He doesn't want to break our new studio.
Yeah, because we spent a
lot of time and money.
Yeah, I
on
mean,
this.
there's a lot of money and time invested into this, and
Dakota's more worried about the money, not so much the time.
Yeah, that's true. Because if I break something, it comes out of my paycheck.
Yeah, that's true. We've all been threatened there, Dakota.
Yes.
Glad you guys enjoyed our little gum segment. It turned into something more than what we thought it would, but hey, you know what? Life is amazing. That's going to do it for us today. Of course, we're going to leave you with a live look over downtown Jamestown. We're back tomorrow. See you then.